All right. Hello. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to part 2 of my free-to-play Ironman. Yeah. So I got some big goals, big man, bigger dreams. You know what I'm saying? Um, so apparently the most efficient way to train combat right now is literally to keep hitting the cows. So I wanna train a bunch of combat today. So we're gonna go hit some cows. And then once we kill a bunch of cows, then our best option is to beat up some frogs. So yeah, we want to train combat. We want to train combat today. I'll take this with me and nothing else. These 4 chickens will save me against anything, man. Right on. Hope everyone's doing well today. I'm very excited to be streaming RuneScape again. Oh, we had a little hiccup there. Holy. Our games had a little misfit for a second. The highwayman doesn't even attack me anymore. Hopefully our game doesn't keep hiccuping like that. Let's change some things. 117 HD maybe. Turn the game resolution down, see if that helps. Oh, yikes, man. That looks like poop now. Oh, well, let's see if it stops the stuttering. I don't know if that's just classic old school RuneScape stutter or if that's a problem. We're gonna go hit some cows anyway. I think that's just the classic old school RuneScape stutter, but I don't remember that happening last stream. I did change a bunch of settings though, so. Yeah, I don't know. Do that. Yeah, that makes it blurry as all hell though, man. Oh man, I'm doing problem solving 30 seconds into the stream, man. Where was the thing that I did that increased the resolution? Uh-oh. RuneLite. This was it. Let's do 1600 by 900. Then we'll do this. Let's see if that stops the stuttering. Turn the resolution down a bit. Holy man, you'd think I was a brand new streamer acting like this. You'd think I was brand new to RuneScape too with how terrible this gameplay is. We're learning. I haven't done an Ironman series before. I don't think most of us have. Alright, our first cow down. So, according to the wiki, I should be grabbing literally every resource these cows drop. I should be grabbing every last piece of meat, every last piece of cowhide, everything. It says I'm gonna need the cowhide for crafting levels. It says I'm gonna need the bones for prayer. Essentially, when you're an Iron Man, literally everything is useful. Literally everything. Oh, that guy's taking my cow. Eat our cooked chook. Okay, close this. Let's get this open. Reset all. XP per hour. I like XP per hour. cowhide, a little bit of cowhide. Beautiful, beautiful. This looks way better than last stream. Something's going on with my mouse here, guys. Why is it? Excuse me, dude. Excuse me? Can you stop pulling the mouse up? What's going on here? What's really going on here? I am so new to computers, guys. People have called me DMX in the past because he also has a hard time with computers. All right, take this, take that, take all that. I want it all. And when we go to bank this stuff, I'll refill my prayer points. I think that's a smart idea. So my goal today is to get these 3 stats here to level 15. And then I'd like to kill some frogs and work on our prayer. I'd like to get fishing, not level 1, you know what I mean? I'd like to do some fire making, some wood cutting. Basically, we're just getting our beginner stats right now. That'll allow us to do more things later. This is going to be a grinding stream. Very small grinds compared to what we might have to do later in the series, but grinds nonetheless. All I gotta say, for people who watch the first episode and think they don't want that much grinding in their shows, this is just the beginning, guys. This is the simple stuff right now. This is the simple stuff. There's gonna be a lot harder things we need to do later on. Although I will say, after looking at the free-to-play Ironman guide, there really isn't a lot to do in free-to-play. There really isn't a lot to do. I think I'd like to add getting every drop from Brutus to my goals for this series. I think that might be smart. Although I'm not sure how well that will go. We'll see when we get there. I know I'd like to get the Muleta before I leave. And the cowbell. The cowbell will be really good. We might end up getting some of the drops from Brutus before we even fight Elvarg, because I feel like Elvarg's probably harder to fight than Brutus, because Brutus, if you know his patterns, you can just fight him without getting hit at all. So maybe that'll be something sooner than we anticipate. All right. Carry some bones. Some bones. So as far as I understand, free to play is like, at the same time, it's much more of a grind and much less of a grind than Members World. The only reason I say it's more of a grind is because like a lot of the better training methods are just out the door, because like this is free to play. And also too, like there isn't a lot of varying content, so we're gonna be stuck at the same places for quite a while. Yeah, legitimately on the guide online, it said the best way to train combat right now is literally just this. This is it. This is the zenith of content for this level. Killing cows. Which we did like an hour of last episode, so that might show you how this free-to-play series is gonna go. You think I won't get a calf? Think I won't hit that calf up? Oh yeah. One more cow, then we'll go bank. Oh, 15 hit points. Very nice. All right. Take the bones, then we bury those. And we can get the beef and the head out of here. Go to our bank. I think that stutter is just inherent in RuneScape. I don't even think I'm working my PC too hard. I mean, I'd be surprised if RuneScape was working my PC that hard. Although I am streaming, but I really don't think it's RuneScape working my game that hard. I refuse to believe it. All right, deposit all this. Very nice. I'll take some more chickens. I'll put back 2 of these. All right, bottom floor. That guy's on mobile. That guy's a mobile player. All right. I'm thinking of finding a clan to join. That might be nice. I'm not sure what kind of clan I'd like to join though. I used to be in a clan called Smokescape when I was really heavy into smoking weed, but I'm since sober and I feel uncomfortable joining that group, but I also feel uncomfortable leaving that group because they were with me from the beginning of RuneScape and I know a lot of them very well, so I don't know though. It's not helping with my recovery to be in a group though where people talk mad stuff about smoking dope all the time. Bro, I wish I could pick up all these chickens and feathers, but I guess that's the point of being an Iron Man, right? Give it to him. I forgot to refill my prayer points. That extra 5% strength would have made a world of difference. All right. Yeah, I think our money makers in free to play are probably going to be like lesser demons when we can get to that level, because I think that is legitimately some of the best money in free to play. I believe there's greater demons somewhere in free to play too, but I'm not quite sure where they're at. Maybe the greater demons are in the same place as the lesser demons, just a little bit further down. When we get some time spent on the big frogs and we feel comfortable, I'm probably gonna go hit up the Minotaurs in the Stronghold of Security. Because I've done that even in members worlds to get arrows and like on another Iron Man that I had, and that was really good. It was good arrows. Much better than buying them. And I don't really feel like paying for arrows, guys. I feel like paying for arrows is for chumps. I feel like paying for things you can get from drops is for chumps. Alright. We're gonna be here for a bit, guys. Get settled in. Get settled in. This will hopefully be another 4-hour stream like the last one was. Maybe even longer if I feel like I ate enough Tylenol, you know what I mean? I've started a new era of Piggy streams, guys. A brand new era. This is all culminated in me playing RuneScape. Me playing the biggest time waster game in existence. Once we get to 15 strength, we'll train another skill. And then once we've got 15 combat stats for melee, we'll go hit some frogs. Now the frogs are really good for training prayer because the frogs give you big bones. And we love big bones, boys. All right, let's bury some bones. We'll eat a chook too, for good measure. A chook a day keeps the doctor away. I got that nice melon flavored vape. W melons. Boom. Boom. Bum, 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 bum. This is that gameplay you're here for. Trust me, I know. I know what you want. You want me to hit cows for the next 2 hours. That's definitely what you want. You want me to hit cows for 2 hours, and then you want me to fish for 2 hours. That's exactly what you want. Why wouldn't you? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. The Lumbridge music is going hard for now, but eventually we're gonna have to change it up. Alright, I can fit one more cow. Technically 2 more cows. It would be more efficient if I topped it out and got 2 more cows. Oh, fat max hit. Moo. Bum, 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 bum. One more cow, please. Give me the bones. Alright, look at that. Full inventory. Let's get out of here. I did a little bit of studying on the wiki of the best free-to-play Ironman strategies. Apparently 2 of the best ways to train prayer are at Cam Dozel doing some weird fishing stuff that I've never done, and also killing the big frogs is one of the best free-to-play prayer experiences. So we're gonna get ranked up a bit so we feel tough fighting the frogs, and then we're gonna fight the frogs. This meat will help us with a couple cooking levels too. Something it said in the guide was that your cooking level is always going to be higher than your fishing level and stuff, so we'll see how that works out. With that being said though, we should be able to cook any fish we get the fishing level for, so I'd like to get us up to trout today, or salmon. Salmon or trout is what I want to eat. It's good food, it's easy to get, and you know, it heals a good amount, at least for free-to-play food. And eventually I'd like to get my cooking level up to the point where I can make meat pizzas, because that's kind of why I've been saving all this meat. Oh, our first random event. Sir, yes, sir. All right. All right. Give me sit-ups, private. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Give me push-ups. Bro, let's get the army closed. Let's get the army closed. Bro, he likes a lot of sit-ups. He likes doing me do the shrimp. He likes me shrimping up. Push-ups. We're gonna be doing all the random events we still have items to get for. So we'll be doing a lot of random events. Camo top. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Plus 30 magic and range bonus? Is that gonna be our best in slot? Cam magic? I'm not sure. It might have been plus 6 magic strength, but it might have just been because it's not taking away as much magic strength as our thing. So I'm not sure how that works, but definitely has a lot less stab, slash, crush, and range defense though. Bum, bum, bum. We have gained 1,127 XP. This is just like when I play on my members account and I get 70,000 XP an hour. According to the guide I read, the frogs are like the free-to-play equivalent of crabs, essentially. Bro, fucking shithead imp. We need those beads, man. Drop a bead, please. Jug of water. Kidding. That's one less jug we're gonna have to buy though, so I'll keep it. We got some grapes, we could turn that into wine. Alright. This guy's easy to get, and he gives me the same items as the cows do, so maybe I hit him a bit. Bro, I'm gonna get that imp in a second. I'm gonna get that imp. Give me that imp. Give me that imp. Give me that, give me that, give me that money. Money, 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 money. We're getting the levels. Step 1 is get the levels. Step 2 is get the beads. Bro, where'd he go? Bro, you're shitting on my dick. Where'd he go? Bro. He actually escaped. I have no clue where he went. I'm blind. Bro, what a waste of my goddamn time. I need those beads. The beads are so hard to get as an Iron Man. You could kill 4 imps and get the beads, or you could kill like 400 imps and get the beads, man. We're gonna need those beads. Should I have done this in a members world? Possibly. But I wanted to get the full free-to-play experience, and I've never done that before. I wanted to do Iron Man and get the full RuneScape experience, and I wanted to do free-to-play and get the full free-to-play experience. Someone told me one time that playing Iron Man actually teaches you how to play RuneScape and do everything the proper way, so that's a large portion of why I wanted to do this. I'm on World 430. Nice to see you, nice, Logan. Right on, right on. Keep smacking these cows. We're gonna be here for a bit. The guide said hit cows until you got level 15 stats, so. And then it says hit frogs afterwards. Yeah, we're here, I'll just show you. Where is it? Where is it? Here? I have no clue, man. I'ma be real. No, not 3:30. 4:30, right? Yeah, 4:30. It's free to play. Right on, right on. We can fit 2 more cows and then we gotta go home. Right on. I haven't met a ton of viewers in my game, so that might be cool if you pull up. Yeah, yeah. I haven't met any of my viewers on stream. It's free to play Iron Man, so I gotta stick to the free to play worlds, and I'm a North American, so I'm on a North American server. All right, collect this. We got a nice little jug. We won't have to buy a jug. We got camo top. Level 13 prayer. Let's go. Let's go. Level 13 prayer. What prayers do we got by now? Ooh, a new strength prayer. That might be nice to prayer flick. I don't know about actually using like higher level prayers than the base prayers with such low prayer points, but while we're over here, let's refill our prayer, and then we can use that against the cows to get a little bit of a strength bonus. Not sure it'll get us another max hit, though. Alright, up the stairs, put our stuff away. This camo top is some fucking fashion-scape, man. I'm excited about that. When I first started playing RuneScape, I got the camo top as one of my first items, and I wore it for like a year straight almost, like, as my fashion-scape. Right on, right on. Come find me, man. Come find me. I'm gonna be here at the North Lumbridge cows for a little bit. At least until we got 15 in attack, strength, and defense. And then we're gonna be in the swamp hitting frogs. Right on, right on. You ever like play RuneScape and then you see like a million people walk past? That's like when you got like those big streamers who play RuneScape for the first time and then everyone like shows up and crowds them, you know? I'm not quite there, but it'll be cool to have a viewer with me. Definitely, definitely. So I wanted to get at least 15 in my melee combat stats, and then I wanted to train a little bit of prayer at the frogs. Then I'd like to get fishing up to a point where I could start fly fishing, but I don't know how long that's actually going to realistically take. We're also collecting meat for making meat pizzas later, and we're collecting cowhide to do some crafting later. I'm going to do a couple quests to get crafting up to level 8 so I can actually use the leather. And then from there, we'll use the leather to make some better stuff. We still need boots and we still need gloves, so the crafting will be real good. Oh, I hate when they teleport. Stop teleporting. I'm gonna run out of run energy before I even catch them. You're a non-Ironman? Cool. Right on. I'll see you soon. I wonder what kind of armor and weapons and gear you got. I wonder if you're all decked out. Well, I'll keep the egg. I'll keep the egg. We never know when you might need an egg. A nice egg in this trying time, you know what I mean? No, I'm not a member. This is a free-to-play series. I have a membership on my main account, but this is a purely free-to-play series. Free-to-play hardcore Ironman. Eventually, if I succeed in my goals in this series, I'll upgrade to members. But I wanted to keep this free-to-play for the beginning at least. If we get like extremely bored of free-to-play worlds, maybe we'll pop membership, but it means something to me to keep this in free-to-play. The idea for this started from a post I read online where someone had said that they make their friends complete free-to-play before they buy them their first membership. And I thought, I've never completely beaten free-to-play as just a free-to-play player, so I'd like to do that, you know? I'd like to see everything that free-to-play has to offer. Maybe not quite everything, but a lot of it, you know? We're gonna do all the quests and a lot of the main things there is to do. I think defeating Elvarg as a completely free-to-play player will like feel so good for me. And like having the Iron Man status on top of it like will make me feel like a legend, man. I'm not sure if we'll keep hardcore status the entire series, but we're gonna try to. We're gonna try to. I've already done some extra careful things to make sure we keep our hardcore Iron Man, so hopefully we can keep it up. Hey T-Cat, how's it going? Nice to see you, T-Cat. How was your camping trip? We're in world 430. 430, not 330. 330 is a members world. I can't go there. Right on. We can get about 1 or 2 more inventories of the stuff, and then we'll go bank again. Oh, bro, I didn't even turn on my prayers, man. What am I doing? What am I doing? That's XP waste. All right, first 15. Now we're gonna switch to attack. Right on, right on. Gotta bury some bones. Make some space in our inventory. All right. Oh, what's your level? Very cool. I'm excited to meet you. Wow, man, you just happen to live in like right in the middle of nature and get to see amazing things like that, eh? Holy man. When I used to live out on the West Coast, I saw like sea lions and stuff, and it blew my mind, man. As someone who grew up in northern Canada, and like I've seen moose and stuff, but like seeing a sea lion, the ocean, all that like was incredible. All right, let's go bank our stuff. Right on, right on. Bro saw a humpback whale, like that's insane. Imagine living somewhere you just fucking see whales, man. Like, excuse me? I feel like I'd piss myself if I saw a whale, man. Like, I'd imagine being in a boat and a whale just pulls up, man. Like, that's like that's like a horror movie right there. Like, fuck, man. I don't know if I'm a brave enough man to encounter a whale. Put our stuff away. All right, and then back to the cow patch. All right. Did I see Hercules 220? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is one of these guys you? I'm looking around. I'm looking around. Haven't seen you yet. I'm walking back to the cow patch if you want to meet me there. We're on World 430. Right on, right on. Go back to cow. Oh, there you are. There you are. Hello. Oh, you got the Scream outfit on, man. You look deadly. Level 90? Holy. It's you. Hello. Here, look. Let's do a little dance for you. Yeah. Wow. We met a viewer in old school RuneScape. Isn't that amazing? Wow. Making me feel famous or something, you know? Like, that's the first time you've seen a humpback? Word? I imagine humpbacks are pretty rare. Yeah. Belugas, though. Belugas. Belugas are those white ones, right? They're the ones that got like the chubby face and all that. Those guys are cool. Those guys are cool. I don't think I've ever seen a whale, you know? I used to live out west on the coastline, but you know, I saw sea lions, I saw fish. One time when I lived on the coastline, I went swimming down by the docks where they keep all the boats and stuff, and like my other friends were doing it too, but we went and we swam off the pier, and I jump under the water, right? And like I kind of go to swim under the dock, and there's like a fish, like it looked like I don't know, man, like a giant fucking fish, like literally, like I would guess like 500-600 pound fish, and it was just sitting under the docks, and like I literally never went swimming in the ocean again. I literally like after that happened, I literally would not like stick my feet in the water, nothing. Like after I saw that, it was all the ocean was over for me. And that fish was just chilling under the dock, like it wasn't even like bothered. One of my friends who like knew more about that stuff told me it was probably a grouper, but I don't know enough about fish to tell you what it was. But like shit like that just lives in the ocean, man. You like that? This ocean's a scary place, man. My little kitten just jumped on my lap. Very nice. Hello, Kiwi. Hello, Kiwi. Right on, right on. Believe it or not, this is the most efficient way to train skills in free-to-play. Hit cows to level 15. And then you hit the frogs. Alright. We'll do a couple more inventories of cows, and then I might mix it up with a little bit of fishing, and then come back to the cows later. It's been almost 45 minutes of hitting cows, you know what I'm saying? We could mix it up for a little bit. Don't want to burn ourselves out. Hell yeah, little kiwi, little kiwi. Yeah, there is a cow boss now. Yeah, Brutus. He's got an interesting quest too. You drink some bull's milk in that quest. Who's out here milking bulls? I don't know, but I don't want to find out. Alright. This is going well. This is going well. I'm very pleased. I'd like to thank anyone who's watching. Really appreciate the viewership. 100%. We're trying to get monetized right now, so all we need is a little bit of watch time and we'll get it, you know? I mean, I already am technically monetized. I got a sponsor now. Imagine that. Bro, what is that sword you have? I've never seen that sword before the entire time I've played this game. I've never seen that sword before. That's a very interesting sword. Bro's literally level 90. That's so powerful. I'm not even sure if I'm level 90 on my main. Oh, that's the prop sword? Is that the one you get at Django in Draenor? Oh, looks badass. Definitely looks cool. I've done holiday quests, not on this account though. I really liked the Christmas quest last Christmas, where you were like seating people and like it was like working at a restaurant. That was a pretty nice quest. I've also done an Easter quest one time. Yeah. I like the holiday quest. The Christmas one was real nice because it gave you a bunch of stuff that was actually worth money that you could sell on the GE. So I think I made like 200,000 from it. Alright. How's our XP doing? Right on, right on. Level 11. I'll take it. Alright, let's go bank the stuff. Let's go bank the stuff. Head over here, head over here. Wow, wow. Maybe I do one more inventory of cows. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Before I go fishing, I'll do one more inventory of cows. The more meat I can get for meat pizzas later, the better. I really like the meat pizzas. For like free-to-play food, that's pretty good stuff. And we got all this meat from all this time we've been hitting cows and chickens, so. Look at that, 92 pieces of meat. That's 92 cows right there. That's 92 cows. 122 cows, actually, if you look at the leather. Yeah, I'm planning on making this a long-term series, though. I'm excited to do this. I'm having a good time. I realize that RuneScape is not to be taken lightly, though, and if I do commit to this series, it's gonna be a lot of work. Not only is RuneScape still alive, T-Cat, but I would wager to say it's more alive than it was when we were younger, man. I'd wager to say it's doing better than it ever has. And like a lot of the fake players, like the bots, got banned. So like the economy is actually thriving recently. Like there's been a lot of changes made to the game that have really improved it, and the players are definitely enjoying it. It's definitely still alive. I'd like I said, I'd be willing to say it's more alive than it's ever been. This is old school RuneScape though. This isn't RuneScape 3. I have some graphics mods on and stuff. Okay, we need to banish the cat from the room because she's biting me or requesting food, and I just fed her and she's not getting more food right now, so she has been banished. Watch me close the door on you and hide in my room. Killed a little calf. It's just literally, the calf is just literally a tiny cow. Like it uses the same model and it's just a tiny cow. I personally don't like RuneScape 3. It's just like when I tried it, yeah, RuneScape 3 is a lot different, but when I tried it, it really pushed the microtransactions on me, and I didn't like it. Hello, Los Fellas. How's it going? So TCAT, there's two different versions of RuneScape. RuneScape 3 is the version of RuneScape that kept updating, which is technically the same game from when we were kids. Like, if you have an account from when you were a kid, it'll still be there on RuneScape 3. But this is old school RuneScape, where it's an older version of the game that they re-uploaded because people didn't like RuneScape 3 anymore. They didn't like the current version of RuneScape, so they made this version of RuneScape for the players who like the older version before they changed the combat and everything. So this is based on the 2007 version of the game. RuneScape 3 is the original version of the game with all the updates, and this is like the 2007 version of the game, but it also has gotten updates. It's just they're kind of two separate games now. They're very different from each other. Yeah, this one doesn't have any microtransactions or Wheel of Fortunes or whatever they're called. Yeah, old school has a lot of cool stuff. Like, I like the sound effects better. I like a lot of the graphics better. Like, I kind of have a HD texture pack on right now, but like even the classic old school RuneScape graphics, I'd wager to say are better than RuneScape 3. I don't know. RuneScape 3 just changed too much. It's not like this. Not to say it's bad though. Yeah, so this doesn't have microtransactions, but what it does have is something called a bond. So if you make enough money in the base game, like if I make enough coins, I can buy my membership with the in-game money. That's what this game has. This game, instead of having microtransactions or anything, you can buy bonds with the in-game money. So there's people who don't even pay to play members worlds in this game because they just make enough GP that they can pay for their bond. I was doing that for a bit on my main, but I just ended up giving up on that and just paying for it because I don't want to work that hard. But a bond, if I recall right, is about 15 million and it gives you 2 weeks of membership. So a lot of people just make 15 million every 2 weeks and they pay for their membership with in-game money. And that being said, you can buy a bond with real life money and you can sell it for 15 million in game. So if people like it's not really microtransactions, but you could just spend like $400 on your credit card and buy all the best stuff in the game. But it honestly ended up helping the community and the game more than hindering it, like the microtransaction system in RuneScape 3 worked. It sounds weird, but it actually works really well. If you're one of the people who actually plays the shit out of the game, you can just buy your membership with the in-game gold. And if you're a credit card warrior, you can just get whatever you want in the game with your credit card. It helps both styles of players. Alright. That's another inventory down. Where'd you go, Logan? I don't see you anymore. Did you go back? You went and did your own thing? Or is that you? Oh, that's you right there. You switched out your fit. You switched out your fit. You put on the real armor now. Okay, hopefully this guy gives me a bead. Grain. I really don't need grain, man. No, I'm not a member. This is a free-to-play series. I want to beat free-to-play as an Ironman. Maybe later on in the series, I'll buy membership once I've completed everything in free-to-play. But I wanted to beat all the quests in free-to-play as a Ironman, as a hardcore Ironman, completely free-to-play. I think once we complete everything in free-to-play, I'll probably buy membership, but that's far off in the future. That's very far off in the future. All right, I think I'd like to do some fishing now. I think I'd like to do some fishing. Put those items away. Get this out. Let's go get some shrimp. Let's go get some shrimp. Oh, it's all good, man. You don't need to read here, man. I barely read myself. I think I'd like to get maybe 10 fishing. I don't know. But I know once we unlock fly fishing, we're gonna spend a bunch of time there getting as much food as we can. The Dragon Quest, fighting Alvarg is gonna be a hell of a time. When I originally played RuneScape, I had a really hard time with the Dragon Quest, so I'm anticipating it might be the end of our hardcore Ironman, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get it done. Is that a permanent fire? Oh, nice. Yeah, as you can see, the two people aren't here anymore. We did Mistle and Mystery, and they took off now. They're gone forever now. I wonder how long it'll take us to get 10 fishing. There's a safe spot to kill the dragon? Okay, I didn't know that. I mean, to be fair, most of like the PVM bosses in the game, like the simple ones, there is safe spots, so I imagine you're right about that. There probably is a spot you can get them pretty easily. You did Dragon Slayer? Right on, yeah. You need to do it to wear the rune plate armor, yeah. Um, the only reason I did Dragon Slayer for the first time was because I was at Sand Crabs and someone was roasting me that I was wearing the rune chainmail. They called me a noob because I couldn't beat Elvarg, so I like pulled up my bootstraps, I did a training montage, and I went and fought Elvarg, and he kicked my ass, and I stopped playing the game for 4 months. But I came back with a vengeance, and I ended up beating him. But yeah, I like that was one of my main like motivations to beat Elvarg was some dude calling me a noob because I was wearing the rune chainmail. And then later on, someone called me a noob because I didn't have a dragon scimitar, so then I had to do Monkey Madness 1, and Monkey Madness made me pull my fucking hair out, man. I was playing on mobile. I was playing on mobile, and when it gave me the puzzle, like the sliding puzzle that you got to do to get the gnome glider, bro, I literally had a meltdown. I literally had a meltdown. It took me like 3 hours to do that puzzle, and I just munched enough Tylenol to stick through it. Because on mobile, it doesn't give you any help solving that puzzle, and it's not like a super easy puzzle, you know? Right on. Thanks, T-Cat. Have a wonderful day, man. It's nice seeing you. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for the hundreds. Right on, right on. This has been a good stream so far. This has been a real good stream. People seem to like the RuneScape. We're gonna be fishing for a little bit. I'd like to get 10 fishing. Small net. So we need 20 and 25 fishing. So I think we do this till we get 10 fishing, and then we go buy a fishing rod and some bait, and then we get some herring. I think that's the move. I think that's definitely the move. No, you never really leave this game. Like something about this game, man, is so addicting. Like this game is like having a bad like drug addiction, man. The second you think about it again, you're right back on the drugs, you know? Like like this game's like a bad habit, man. Holy. And like I stopped playing this game recently for like maybe like 3-4 months. And then like I got the itch to start playing it again, and I'm like, I gotta bring it to my stream. I gotta find a way to do this on live. And I'm so glad I did, like honestly. Like I think this will be a good series for the channel. RuneScape is one of those games I can just play for hours and the time just like flies past. And like I don't know what it is, because this is like, look at these graphics, man. Like like does this look like a very like engaging game? Like does this look like does this look like Red Dead Redemption 2 or something like that to you? No, it isn't, but it's still fucking amazing, man. Like the sense of progression, the sense of like freedom, like no other game has this like the same feel. And I've heard it described as a massively single player online idle game. And I love that term. I loved calling it that because it's an idle game. There's all these people around, but like you barely interact with the people, especially as an Iron Man. Like I can't even trade with people if I want. But something about seeing this dude here fishing with me, I don't know, man. It gives me a sense of community. Like I bet you if I started talking in the chat right now, I could get this guy to talk to me. You know what I mean? Like some of the players in this game can be so friendly, and some of them can be so terrible. It makes for an engaging game. Like I've met so many cool people playing this game, and had so many good experiences. Right on, right on. We'll get a full inventory of shrimp. We'll head back. Yeah, literally Iron Man is definitely a good time. I'm liking how like all this stuff I'm getting actually has a use, cuz like I'm not going to be able to go to the GE and buy meat for my meat pizza. All this meat I'm getting right now is going to be the main source of my food when I start making pizzas, like, and I'm going to need all this meat and I'm going to use it up instantly. Like that's the thing. You can never have enough of almost any item when you're an Iron Man, because it's all gonna come in key somewhere later. Like there's gonna be a point where I need all this garbage I'm picking up. I'm gonna need all this hide I stole from the cows. I'm gonna need all those feathers I got from the chickens in the first episode, you know? Like everything has a use when you're an Iron Man. When you're a main, you just sell everything, and if you need the things back, you just buy it back. But with this, you actually like there's some strategy to it. Like I'm really enjoying this. I for those who are curious, I've played this game for probably about like 2 years now. And before I didn't really know much about it. Of course, I'd heard about RuneScape, but about 2 years ago, I found this game and I got like insanely addicted to it. And I never had a PC or anything, so I played for like 2 years on mobile. And then when I got the PC, I got RuneLite and everything, and I was playing on my main, and I was like, holy shit, man, with RuneLite, like I could come back to this, do a whole series on it, and I wouldn't even feel bad doing it because RuneLite makes the game so good. After a 5-year hiatus, now I'm back. Yeah, it like literally, man, that's what we were just talking about. We were saying, you never really quit this game. You never really quit this game. Like this game like instills something in you where the second you start thinking about it, it brings back so many good memories, so many good times, and it's just a simple little like game like this, you know? Like this is what I'm doing right now. I'm not even controlling my character for the past 3 minutes and I'm loving this. All right, that's a full inventory. Let's go unload it. Let's go unload it. When we cook all this meat we got, we're gonna get so many cooking levels. And we got a range right here next to the bank, so that's pretty elite. Yeah, yeah. I know a lot of the people who play this game are people who've been playing it for years too. So like that's a testament to how like good this game is. Like most of the people who end up playing this game end up staying, you know, like when I was in the clan that I was in, most of the people in that clan had been playing this game for like 20 years. And how many games can you say like 20 years later you're still playing it, right? Like Not a lot, man. Like, I love Red Dead Redemption 2, but even like maybe like 8 years later when I play it, it's just like I've seen everything before, I've done everything, and there's no real sense of progression for me anymore because I already know what's gonna happen. I already know where the man around the corner is, you know? You were staking a lot? Oh, okay. You making bets on RuneScape? Is that what you mean? Uh, I personally don't gamble, but I like gambling with my time, if that makes sense. I won't gamble with money, but games like this where you can kill 1,000 monsters and there's like a 1% chance that you get like a really rare item, that's how I gamble. I gamble with my time. I like Slayer. I'll do Slayer for like 100 hours and hope that I get a one rare drop, you know? And when I get that rare drop, it's like fucking it's more dopamine than anything I've had in my life. Like the first time I got an Abyssal Whip drop, like it was literally like infinite dopamine for like 20 minutes. Like I loved it. Okay, the duel arena. I'm not sure. I haven't done much PvP in this game. Like I don't think I've ever fought another player ever once. I've even gone to the wilderness and no one's attacked me. So I don't know a whole lot about PvP. Bro has almost 7,000 kill count on Mole and no pet. That's terrible. That's terrible RNG, man. Jeez. Or do you mean 6.8 drop rate? Well, yeah, I'm really liking Iron Man. Iron Man has been a nice change of pace of the game for me. Definitely. I think it was a genius decision for me to do this free to play account in Iron Man. Like some people might see it as an extra layer of difficulty, but I see it as an extra layer of engagement. I feel like being Iron Man makes me more likely to complete my free to play challenge. I feel like sometimes adding an extra layer of difficulty on things actually makes it more enjoyable, you know? I mean, look at people who play Stalker Gamma with like max mods and like most realism. Like sometimes adding difficulty really makes the game better. Um, put the shuffle on, get some different music around here. I've never made a hardcore Iron Man, so I'm not sure what happens if I die, but hopefully we don't have to make a new set of armor if we die. Because I can't make iron armor yet. I mean, we could get it pretty easily, though. Earlier, I was scared to fight the skeleton in the wizard tower for the restless ghost, so I like overtrained to hell and I like went there so beefy, ready to kick his ass, and then like a second player showed up and glitched the skeleton, so I didn't even have to fight it, man. I had such bad anxiety because I've seen so many memes. I've seen a bunch of memes about hardcore Iron Man runs being ended by that skeleton, so like I worked out like he insulted me real bad and hurt my feelings, and I went there and I didn't even have to fight him. Oh, you just become a regular Iron Man? Okay, that makes sense because last time I made an Iron Man, my clan members were like roasting me because I didn't pick hardcore Iron Man. I guess if you just become a regular Iron Man, there's no reason not to pick it, right? It's just a free high score. Eventually you will die, but you know, up until that point, it's just building a high score. Okay. So you're more than double the drop rate. You're more than double the drop rate, man. Oh, yikes. That's the thing about this game. You could either get it the very first kill you do it, or you could get it the 10,000th kill you do it. That's the thing about this game. Sometimes you'll be trying to get a drop and then you'll get it like way early, but then you know once you get it like super early that your next drop is gonna like fuck you in the ass, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a real bad time. Like RNG only works so many ways, you know what I mean? Like you might get real lucky one time, but it's almost like you gotta pay back that luck another time, you know? When I was going for my Abyssal Whip, it took me like literally like weeks, man. 13 kill count on King Black Dragon. Oh my god, man. That's crazy. You got Brutus Pet on kill count 56. On my main, I've literally done over 1,000 Brutus kill count and I haven't gotten the pet. I mean, that's not even drop rate yet, I think, but like I literally have like 1,000 kill count and I didn't get it. That'll be a main goal of the series too. I want to get some of the Brutus drops. I want to fight Brutus a bunch. Apparently, Brutus is just simply the best way to level combat in free to play. Apparently, there's literally not a better way to level combat than Brutus. On the guide I was looking at, it said if you want to get 99 in free to play, you literally have to fight Brutus. That's like your only option. You green log Brutus at 130 kill count? That's insane. That's insane. Not me, man. I'm at 1,000 kill count and I haven't green logged them. I've got literally everything besides the pet. And like literally the only thing I wanted was the pet and I have like 13 muletas, you know what I mean? Like we'll put away some shrimps. What's our fishing level? I said I wanted to get 10. We'll do this a little bit longer. I think 2 more trips and we'll have 10. Maybe 3. Then once we get 10, we can get herring. Very nice. All right. Bunch of shrimps for meat pizza later on. And we're gonna get some cooking levels from all this meat we got, and we might even be close to pizzas soon. If we keep it up and we get those salmon and that trout, we'll be close to pizzas soon. Yeah, RNG is hit and miss, like I said, yeah. So your next drop you need, you might be boned, you know what I mean? You might have a bad time with your next drop. You definitely got your RNG out of that one. You got lucky there, so you're gonna get unlucky somewhere else now, you know? But I mean, I feel like it works the same way. I feel like if you get real unlucky somewhere, you might get lucky somewhere else, you know? Like old school RuneScape is literally just like gambling simulator, but without money, you know? Like everything in the game works like a slot machine. Everything you do in this game is a slot machine, you know? Like that's probably why it's so addicting. That's probably legitimately why it's so addicting. Like even this fishing that I'm doing is a slot machine. I could either catch a fish every 0.3 of a second, or I could catch a fish like every 30 seconds, you know? See, look, now I'm catching the fish fast, but watch, it'll slow down. It'll slow down. Like this one, look, this fish is taking a while, but I just got 2 fish in the time I've done this, you know? I was having such bad RNG when I was mining earlier to get some money, like, and get my smithing levels. Yeah, slot machine that fights back. Yeah, I saw that post earlier. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's a slot machine that boxes you. Elvarg is a slot machine that takes away your hardcore Iron Man status, you know? Yeah, I was mining earlier and I was like, something's wrong here. Like, I literally thought the game was glitching as how long it was taking me to mine the copper. I was getting antsy about it. All right. Couple more inventories of shrimp, guys. Couple more inventories. Take a nice drink of my coffee. Level 7, let's go. Bro's going back to mole. Bro, you're gonna get it first kill count now. You're gonna get it right now, I guarantee it. I'm just kidding, I can't guarantee that, but I can guarantee you won't get it unless you fight the mole. I can guarantee you if you don't fight the mole, you'll never get it. That's what I can guarantee you. And I can guarantee you that if you keep doing it, you will get the mole eventually. If you do it an infinite amount of times, you will eventually get the mole. Hey, hell yeah, 420, blaze it, man. Get your green up, hell yeah. Oh, hey man, how many shrimps can we get in one sitting? I want to make the meat pizzas so bad. I've never really made pizzas, but I think they'll be good for Iron Man. They get like a couple uses out of them, and I think it'll be good on saving inventory space. Because like 3 pizzas is 6 eats, you know what I mean? So I think that's pretty worth it. I like the food that comes in portions. It's quite nice. If this was members and I could thieve, I'd be running this account off cakes stolen from stalls, but this isn't members, so we're gonna have to make our own food. Normally when I'm around early to mid game, that's how I get my food, is stealing cakes from stalls. And that works out quite well normally, but I don't feel like actually baking cakes, so although that might not be a terrible idea now that I'm running it through my head. Cakes might be almost as good. If I could kill Brutus and get the infinite milk bucket, that would really make cakes a realistic dream. The bottomless milk bucket's pretty clutch. What I was doing for a bit is I was going to Zenaris with the infinite milk bucket, and I would just leave my computer on for a bit and leave my character to make cheese. And like it would literally, like, I'd be able to AFK for like 30 minutes, and my inventory would just slowly fill up with cheese, and it wasn't very good XP, but it was like very AFK XP. It was very extremely AFK XP. It was not good, but I could leave my computer alone for quite a while. Sometimes like having low XP but it being very AFK is almost better than like having extremely intensive work but getting high XP rates. Because you can't always be focusing 100% of your attention on the game. Yeah, cheese, man. Oh, we could get one more shrimp. One more shrimp. I preemptively did it. Prematurely left the fishing spot. Bro, this last shrimp is really taking some time, eh? Like, holy man. That's what I'm talking about RNG. I need one more shrimp and the game's gonna make me wait for that fucking shrimp, man. I've never worked so hard for a shrimp in my life. All right. Where are we at now? 8? I think one more trip we might get 10. Actions 15. It'll be 2 more trips and then we'll get level 10. And then once we get level 10, we'll cook all the meat we have. We'll cook all the cow meat, the chicken meat, the shrimps. And that should get us some decent cooking levels, some decent early cooking levels. And then we'll have like a bunch of low tier food. So we'll be set up to fight the frogs. Once I get to level 10 fishing and then I cook all the raw meat I have, I'm gonna go back to cows and finish getting the level 15 melee stats, and then we'll go to frogs. Maybe we could also do a quest this stream too. Get one of the quests out of the way. Romeo and Juliet would be really easy, but I don't think it gives you literally anything. Like, I think the only reward for Romeo and Juliet is quest points. I don't know. All I remember is last time I did Romeo and Juliet, I was very upset about the reward. But I mean, last time I did it, I didn't have RuneLite and Quest Helper, so any quest in this game without Quest Helper is ridiculous. Like, Mistolin Mystery was one of the quests that pissed me off the most when I first played this game. And with RuneLite, it was a breeze, man. Like, I barely had to think about it. I can't touch sailing until Mole Pet. Bro, you're missing out. You're missing out, man. The salvaging is one of my favorite things to do in the game. Like, salvaging is so good. And, like, honestly, salvaging will be amazing for an Ironman. If you have an Ironman, salvaging is so elite. It gives you like a whole bunch of random items, and a lot of those random items like are really good if you need them. Like a lot of building items, a lot of smithing items. Like, it's really good. Like, I was a little hesitant about sailing before it came out. I didn't think it was going to be a good idea. I was one of the people that really wanted beast taming instead, or whatever the other skill was. But all I gotta say is, like, sailing was implemented really well. Like, I've had a lot of good times just driving my boat out to the middle of the ocean and just AFKing on it and watching people go by on their boats. It's almost like a second player home, you know? There's level 9. Is this the Christmas song? No, that's the pheasant song. How do I have the pheasant song? I haven't done the pheasant random event yet. That doesn't make sense. I think we got the pheasant track like 3 times in a row, man. Bro, I gotta say that mole, I'm gonna be jealous of you when you get it. Yeah, true, true. I like the mole when you use, I think you use the shears on it and then it becomes the pink mole, like the naked mole rat. You got this, man. You could get the mole. You could get the mole. It's only a matter of time. If you keep working at it, you will eventually get it. Eventually. The thing about RNG is that if there's a chance of something happening and you give it a chance enough times, it will happen. You know? Imagine you're rolling a 6,000 sided dice and you need it to land on number 6,000. You know what I mean? You need it to land on 1 or 6,000. You only got a very low chance, but if you roll that dice enough times, it will have to land on that number. Yo, I got a story. So on my main account, literally the only pet I have is squirrel. I only have the agility squirrel, and I got the agility squirrel at 66,000 XP, which was like level 30. I got the squirrel at like literally level 30, and I've never gotten another pet in this game since. And I tried to get Brutus, I couldn't get him, man. But like, I think I used up all my RNG getting that agility squirrel at 66,000 XP. Which 66,000 XP is like nothing for anyone who doesn't know. To get the squirrel, that's like an insanely rare drop. Some people get 99 agility and they never get the squirrel. And when I got that squirrel, I was brand new to the game. I was brand new. It was like my first week ever on RuneScape. And like, I literally didn't understand how rare it was until I played for like hundreds of hours afterwards and never got another pet. And like, the farther away I get from getting that pet, the more I realize how rare that was. Especially too, because the agility squirrel isn't one of the ones you see around very often. Holy man. Raccoon at 34 thieving is really good too. Well, I don't even know what the farming pet is. Is the farming pet the Hespori pet? I don't know. I haven't fought Hespori a lot. I've only fought Hespori a couple times. Raccoon at 34 thieving is actually pretty crazy. That's basically the thieving equivalent of me getting the squirrel. I want Brutus real bad. If I get Brutus on this account, I'll be pleased. But something tells me I probably won't. Hespori doesn't have a pet? Oh, okay, so it's an actual farming pet. Okay. I am not a master genius at this game, by no means. I am definitely an amateur. There's definitely a lot of people who know more about this game than me. But like, honestly, I don't think there's someone who knows everything about this game. This game is too vast. Like, I don't think... I was told one time by someone who seemed to know what they were talking about that nobody has collected literally every item in this game or done literally everything. And that it is literally impossible to do literally everything in the game. Heron at level 4 fishing? What the fuck, man? How is that even possible, man? That's like literally your 10th fish you caught, and he had the heron, man. I don't even have the heron on my main, and I'm level like 82 fishing or something. Like, all right, how many more fish do we need? We need 7 more shrimp. Let's go get those 7 shrimp. Let's do one more inventory. One more inventory, then we'll be at level 10 fishing. We can get herring, and then we'll go back to the cows, get our attack and defense up to 15. And then once we get our attack and defense up to 15, we'll probably go do the Romeo and Juliet quest to mix it up, because by the time we get attack and defense to level 15, we'll need a break from the cows. Right on, right on. I really appreciate you guys watching the stream tonight. Definitely. It's nice to have viewers, you know? Nice to hang out with you guys. Talk about RuneScape, one of my favorite games. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Waterfall Quest is a members quest. Yeah, Waterfall Quest is a members quest. I can't do it. Yeah, Waterfall Quest is members. That would have been a really good idea if it wasn't members, though. If that was a free-to-play quest, I'd probably hop on that right now, actually. Yeah, the whole point of this series is to beat free-to-play as an Iron. Yeah. Training mining in the Dwarven Mine's a good idea. Alright, we got 10 fishing, that was our goal, but we're gonna finish the inventory. We're gonna finish the inventory's worth. I need to go to the Dwarven Mine anyways, because I need to get a better pickaxe there, so we'll probably head there at some point. Bro, I wish bonds were still 5 mil. I had to stop buying bonds with in-game money for my main because it just became like I was spending my entire time playing the game just earning my bond for the next 2 weeks. So I honestly just started paying for members when bonds got to like 10 mil. But when bonds were a lot less, I was working for my membership and it was working quite well. But like when bonds got to like 10, 11 mil, I just stopped working for them because it's a little bit much. Now I know some people can make their bond in like literally a 12-hour playing session, but I can't. I make about $1 million a day if I do farming and I do my Slayer and stuff on my main. I make about $1 million a day. Which when bonds were 5 mil, I could easily make membership, but I can't anymore. One more inventory of shrimps. I'm gonna mute my mic for a couple minutes and snack out real quick. I need a light snack real quick. Oh, hell yeah, I'll take an exam. I'll take an exam. I'll easily take an exam. The next object in a pattern. What comes next? Magic. All right. Yeah, that's why I'm hopping on this so quick. I want that free XP. All right, what should come in next? Pickaxe. Hell yeah. Bro, look at all this gang of characters here in the classroom. I'm gonna put that in prayer. Every lamp and XP book we get is basically going straight into prayer, because prayer is by far the hardest skill to train in free-to-play. So basically all our lamps and books and everything straight into prayer, without even thinking about it much. You ever give your dog a couple salt and vinegar chips? He really likes them. This will be our last inventory of shrimps, then we'll cook all this meat. Yeah, rune crafting is gonna be a lot of fun, guys. I'm not excited for rune crafting, I can tell you that. I mean, rune crafting won't be bad, at least until it starts sending us to the wilderness. Once it starts sending us to the wilderness, that's gonna be a bad time. Your first 99 was rune crafting? Bro, that's the most insane thing I've heard all day. I've never gotten a 99 in this game. I still, like, I've played hundreds of hours of this game. I don't know how people get 99, because my highest skill, I think, is like 84 or something, 82 to 84. And like at that point, it slows down so much that I'm working a whole day to get like a single level in that skill. I literally, like, I've played hundreds and hundreds of hours of this game. I don't know how anyone gets 99 in anything, like, quite literally. It just literally blows my mind. All right, that's not good. How'd you lose your cape? You get PvP'd? $99 rune crafting just blows my mind, man. I can't even get 99 fishing or wood cutting, man. I think my highest skill on my main is cooking. Oh, wow. Yeah, the holy man. I'd be so upset if I dropped my skill cape. Once you get another 99, it automatically trims. Oh, okay. Fishing doesn't get the hate it deserves. Hey, man, I like fishing. Don't say that. Bro, fishing for sharks is my AFK moneymaker on my main, man. Fishing for sharks with spirit flakes in my fish barrel, man. That's my main AFK moneymaker. Yeah, Barbarian Village is gonna be our home for a while, honestly. When we're trading fishing, Barbarian Village is we're gonna fit in there for a while. All right. I don't even know why I'm coming up here. I could have just cooked those shrimp. Bro, this is what I love about the old school RuneScape community. You've got one person saying that rune crafting is the worst skill. Then you got someone saying their first skill not to 99 was rune crafting. Then you got someone saying that fishing is the worst skill. Then you got someone saying fishing is goated. It's so good. I love how varied the community is. That's how you know it's actually a good game, when the community can like have completely different opinions and both opinions are perfectly fine. 99 fishing when? When hell freezes over, man. Definitely not in free to play. We're not getting any 99s before we leave free to play. I hope everyone knows that. I'm not doing a single 99 in free to play. I don't eat enough Tylenol for that. Wow, some nice cooking levels. All right, we only burnt a couple of them. We only burnt like 8 fish. Hell yeah. Oh, we're gonna get so many cooking levels from all this food we have. All right, back up the stairs, please. All right. I got like hundreds of food to cook, so this is about to be a lot of cooking levels. Huh, I don't know if Scurious is free to play. I'm not exactly sure. If he is, that would be a good place to train for sure. Not until later on, though. I'm pretty sure Brutus is potentially the Scurious for free to play. Brutus is easier to fight than Scurious, so I'm not sure if Brutus is what we have for free to play bosses. I'll look it up right now. No, Scurious isn't free to play. I just looked it up. Yeah. No, he's not. Most of the game is not free to play. What I will say is we are extremely limited as a free to play account. As a free to play Ironman, this we're gonna be eating some Tylenol. Yeah. So apparently the meat is this cooked meat is harder to make than the cooked shrimp. Yeah, it would have been nice if Scurious was free to play. I think like in terms of like the actual bosses, I'm pretty sure the only one in free to play is Brutus. Yeah, Scurious is actually one of the best ways to level your character up like throughout the entire game. Like even when you're high level, Scurious is still good XP. I've had people tell me that I should stay at Scurious until like level 90 combat before doing any bossing and stuff, so. And people have told me that they've spent like they went to Scurious at like level 40 combat and they stayed there till like level 90. Personally, I'm not gonna do that, but I like Slayer for training combat myself. I'm not very good at actual bossing and late game combat, so maybe we can learn some of this series. I don't have a ton of kill count on Scurious. Yeah, I think Scurrius has his own weapons, and then like those weapons do double damage to him or something. I think, right? I think that's the mechanic. And they have like a rare drop chance. I know there's a few of them. Bro, we are power leveling cooking right now. I'm so happy I built up all this meat. All right. Bro, Jad is like the dream, man. Like that's like I feel like Jad is the real test where like if you can beat Jad, like you're no like I would say that makes you a decent player of the game. Like I feel like that's like the main like because once you get the fire cape, people know you're the real deal, you know? I know like people will pay other people to get the fire cape for them as how difficult it is. So like that's a real test. All right, it's uncommon 1 in 33. Yeah, but 1 in 33 could be like 99 kill count before you get it, like 100 kill count before you get it. Like 1 in 33 doesn't mean you're gonna get it in 33, but on average you'll get 1 in 33. Could also get it your first kill, right? Bro, this is boosting our XP per hour so good. Oh, my game lagged for a second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stream went down for a second. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure if I did that, if I pressed the wrong button. We seem to be back up though. Haven't had that one happen before. Okay, I see. I didn't know different foods have different chances to burn and stuff. That's different. I didn't know that. I thought everything that was the same level to cook has the same chance. This will be the last of our beef. I think I read somewhere that it's impossible to get a burnt pita. Like apparently once you are able to make pitas, you no longer have the chance to burn them. 20 cooking, let's go. Bro, we're speed leveling cooking. Right. Bank booth. What did that guy just went in the milk bucket? That guy just rung the cowbell. All right, 4 more inventories of shrimp. Okay, you can burn if you cook it twice. I guess like they added that feature recently, eh? I noticed before, back in the day, you couldn't burn food twice, but now after you cook food, you can cook it again. I'm not sure what the reasoning for that is, why they added that to the game. Maybe there's a use for burnt food nowadays, but as far as I know, burnt food is literally useless. Oh, yeah. Only a couple more inventories. Oh, there's a quest where you need burnt food. Okay. I didn't know that. Hey, you got the funny number of kill count. LOL 69. Ah ha ha ha. But yeah, that's pretty unlucky, man. Hopefully you get it soon. It'll have to give it to you. It'll have to if you keep at it. Hard work and determination pays off. I know it does. I know it does because 4 years ago I'd upload 30 streams a month and get 19 views. You gotta trust the process. Just need to keep killing the mole and you'll eventually wear him down and it'll give you his baby. I didn't think we were gonna get this many cooking levels. I'm actually quite impressed. Yo, I swear half the time I like open someone's name and it's the most heinous stuff, like this why I'm hot. Level 115 and just AFKing in Lubbridge Castle in free to play. Keep in mind, everyone we see here is here because they're choosing to be in a free to play world, which I think is insane. I mean, some of them might not be able to afford membership, but like I feel like if you're level 115 and you're in free to play, that's by choice, man. Oh. Just put the burnt shrimp away for now. I know some people buy burnt food, or at least they used to. Burnt food used to be rare before you could burn things a second time. My kitten came back. Very nice, very nice. She's probably gonna start biting my fingers. Can we get one more level, please? Oh, we'll definitely get one more level. $23? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Bro, I think this is the fastest I've ever gained cooking levels in my entire time playing this game. We are literally power leveling. Fed the kitty more food. I trust me. It, like I feed her enough. She's just very greedy sometimes. She likes to eat. She's getting a little belly on her, and I don't want to feed her too much. I often have a problem with overfeeding my animals, and then people criticize me for my animals being obese, and then like I've been trying recently to be more reasonable. But I don't think the animals care if they're healthy or not, you know. I think they just want more food. And there is food available. It's just it's from a communal bowl, and she wants some in her bowl, you know? There's a shared bowl, and then each of the cats has their own bowl. And I make sure there's always food in the shared bowl, but you know, she wants it in her own bowl. And most of the time what I'll do in this situation is I'll just take, like, she won't eat from the communal bowl, but I just take the communal bowl and dump some in her bowl, and then she's fine with it. Like, she won't eat it because it's in a bowl the other cats eat out of, but the second I just dump the same exact food into her bowl, it's like, I don't know. Animals are weird, man. Animals are weird. I have two foods that I feed them, and one of them is like a low calorie food, and they have access to that all the time. But one of them's like more like nutrient dense, and I feed them that for their main meals. I kind of see it like when I eat a meal, I'm gonna eat something with a lot of calories, but if I'm just having a light snack, I'm not gonna, like, for myself at least, like. Earlier when I was streaming, I shared a banana with my dog. I thought someone commented on that. They said that was weird that I fed my dog a banana. I don't know, if your dog likes bananas, let him eat them, you know? I don't need these burnt shrimp, thank you very much. Alright. So that's all our meat cooked. So what did I say I was gonna do after this? I said I was gonna go back to the cows, and I think we are gonna go back to the cows. Grind out those last couple levels so we can get 15 in all our melee stats. Holy man, I think I need to turn the air conditioner down. I'll be back in a second. It's getting hot in here, man. It's that summertime. Excuse me? Why'd you turn off? There we go. Holy machinery, eh? Piggy can't figure out a air conditioner, man. Yes, I bought a $3,000 gaming PC to play RuneScape with it. I remember, like, when I first started and I was looking for a PC, I was like asking all my friends in the clan, like, what kind of PC do I need to play RuneScape? Like, if I want to play RuneScape and have it be good, what kind of PC do I need? And someone told me a smart fridge. Like, literally any PC could run it. For a while, I had a really cheap laptop that I was playing RuneScape on. I had a literal 10-year-old laptop that was like barely even still alive, and I was playing RuneScape on that for a while, and it worked fine. It worked fine. I'd get like literally 15 FPS, and I didn't care. It was fine. But hear me out, 15 FPS is fine for RuneScape. Like RuneScape, like the game only updates every third of a second, so like 15 FPS is perfectly playable for RuneScape. All right, 2 more attack levels, please. On a MacBook Pro. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could play RuneScape on Mac. I know with Mac, there's like a lot of games you can't play because like they don't work on the operating system. But that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I know a lot of like the really big games end up bringing themselves to Mac and Apple products, so that makes sense. I remember when Team Fortress 2 came out for Mac, there was these special items in the game called earbuds, and people were using those for trading because everyone who played on a Mac got a pair of earbuds, and they became like a rare item. And they were worth like, they were used as like a certain like economy, like things would be worth like, oh, this is worth 3 earbuds, you know, and then that would be a really rare item. But yeah, I used to do a little bit of Team Fortress 2 trading. Yeah, you can run OSRS on a potato. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the game is like 20 years old, man. You should be able to run it on most things these days, you know? I've heard of people playing on Chromebooks and stuff, like stuff that isn't even meant for gaming or anything, and I mean, it makes sense. Does this look like the most intense graphics, even with the HD texture pack I have and all that? Like, even with all the modded upgrades I have to the graphics, this still isn't, this ain't no Cyberpunk, you know what I mean? Just curious, just curious. Yeah, it's running my GPU and CPU at like literally less than 15%. Like, that's so funny. I don't know how I'm only getting 50 FPS if it's at 11% like that, though. That doesn't make sense. Bro, as if that cow hit me. Alright, bury some bones. The guide that I was looking at said it's very important to keep everything from these cows. So I do as the guide guides. I do as I am told, for I have not played much Iron Man. After we get all 15s, we're gonna go do Romeo and Juliet, I think. HD minimap? I don't think I'm not sure. Do I have that? I don't think I do. No, it doesn't seem like it. I'm pretty sure this is just the regular minimap. Give me those bones. I'll take the cowhide and I'm out. I'm out. I'll see you in 30 seconds, Mr. Cow. Go offload our bank and then we'll come back and grind it out some more. Yeah, I'm not familiar with a lot of the different mods and plugins you can get for RuneLite, so I'm learning, you know. I have noticed that a lot of them are extremely helpful. Like Quest Helper has probably been like the single most important plugin I've ever gotten. Definitely. And another one that's been useful for me at least is this one here, 117 HD. This is the one that makes the game look good. This is what the game looks like without that on. This is just the default game for anyone who's watching who might not know RuneScape well. This is what the game normally looks like, and I do this. I feel like this looks a lot better. Definitely does. Like, look how far I can see for the distance too. Like, and plus there isn't like just a black edge of the world, you know? Someone recommended me this 117 HD when I first got RuneLite, and I haven't turned back. This also, not only does it make the graphics better, but it gives you a lot of control over how the game looks too. Like there's a lot of options here. See? Lots of them. I think you can even like, yeah, like I can make it winter. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's summertime, so I'm gonna leave it in summer. I mean, it'll be nice if we get back into the winter and I'm still doing the series. I'd love to play in winter mode, but I can't justify playing in winter mode when it's summer outside in real life for me. I definitely do love snow in games. Like, I love it. One more level on attack, and then we can start training defense. And once we get 15 defense, we'll maybe go do some quests for a bit. Someone told me to get a door kicker plugin one time, and I tried it out for a bit, but it got a little cheesy with the kicking open the doors and stuff. It was a good meme at first, but after the 100th time, I didn't like it anymore. Where's the beef? There's a pet plugin? No, I've never tried that. What does the pet plugin do? Does it let me like give myself a fake pet? I've never heard of that one. Get the cow calf. Free pets, okay. That would be really cool, but it's not quite my style. If I have a pet, I want to know that I earned it, you know? But I could see that being really good for like content creators, or if you were trying to like make a certain scene or something, like it might be really good. I'd use that, give myself or the rarest pet. I imagine if there's a pet plugin, there's probably also plugins that let you change your armor and clothing. So you could have like a Abyssal Whip when you don't actually have one. The Abyssal Whip's my favorite weapon in the game. I've mentioned it a few times this stream. There's 15 attack. Now let's get some defensive XP. There's some. You can change the pets' names? Oh, okay. I guess like really like with the RuneLite plugins, it could like change anything in the game, right? Like 117 HD changes the way the whole entire game works. So I imagine there's like a lot you can do with the plugins. I wouldn't be surprised if there's even plugins that like hack the game or something, like do stuff that Jagex doesn't want you to do, you know? Or like if it can change the game this much, I don't see why there wouldn't be ways to cheat, you know? All right, one more cow and then we'll head home. No, there's no ways to cheat? Well, I mean, I guess if people could just cheat though, then they wouldn't need bots to do that. Oh, okay, they check all the plugins, I see. It's kind of like when you're playing a game that has mods on Xbox, like the devs have to check every single mod that gets added to the game to make sure it's kosher. All right, I didn't know that. So you're telling me all these Jagex personally was like given the okay for? Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Wow. It's actually kind of impressive that all these got approved. Like, that must have taken a while. They must have people whose whole job it is just to check these plugins. You know, the amount of work that goes into an online game like this is crazy. Like, I imagine they have such like problems with like making sure people aren't cheating and like dealing with the bots and stuff. It's probably like a weird balance to strike where things work so well. I heard stories about OS Buddy. It was basically what RuneLite is now, but before RuneLite existed, eh? Yeah, yeah. I think there's another one that's still available that adds HD graphics, right? I think it's called HDOS. I think that one's main feature is just graphics, though. I don't think it has like all the plugins like this one. I wouldn't mind trying HDOS sometime just to see what it's about. Yeah, I heard about that. That's why I actually came back to the game, is because I heard most of the bots got deleted. That's why I ended up coming back to the game, exactly why. I think once I start making money on my main, it'll be a lot nicer, not having to compete with people that don't exist. I noticed like a ton of the items went up on the G, and it's actually heinous. Like there's things that were like just a couple coins before that are worth like 400 now. I definitely noticed a difference though. All I'm saying is when I was at the mining rocks in Lumbridge earlier, the fact that I was even able to mine was pretty crazy. Last time I played on a free-to-play world, it was definitely a bad time at the copper and tin rocks, is all I can say. I remember fighting with the bots just to get a single piece of copper, like. I saw a video too on it where the people who make the bots are just kind of taking a break while they figure out how to avoid the systems. So I'm sure the bots will be back like in full force eventually. They aren't just gonna leave money on the table they aren't making, right? They'll find ways to get around the bans. Just like they have for the past 20 years. We're gonna have to kill a bunch of goblins too at some point to get goblin mail for goblin diplomacy. What are some of the better metas now? There's 10 defense. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I think 10 defense means we can wear black armor, right? Not that black armor is super easy to get. I feel like some of the things that people find too tedious to do are probably going to be a lot better money makers now that a lot of the bots are gone. Yeah. Like I feel like a lot of the stuff that was just like annoying to do before, probably no actual players are going to do it, and they probably become like pretty good money makers. Because before, a lot of the stuff that was just tedious and boring to do, like they'd have bots do it because like it wasn't hard to do, it was just really annoying, so like no one was doing it besides bots. If they got rid of a lot of the bots, then I'm sure like you could pick up some slack that they were doing and make some good money. Bro, I would say 5.5k XP per hour is pretty good for early game free to play. Oh, okay, cool. They did a bunch of updates to Ironman? Awesome. That's what I want to hear. Eventually, this should be a member's account if we stick with it, so. Dragon Bones are good now? Really? Dragon Bones were already worth a lot before, so I bet now they're like crazy expensive. Dragon Bones were already like 1,000 each before. They're probably like 2,000 or more now. One more cow. All right. For 11 defense. Hell yeah. And that's another inventory to the bank. $3K now. Holy shit, man. Bro, you could make fat money just killing dragons. That's 100,000 per inventory almost. Give me a bead. Give me a bead. Burnt bread. Trash. I meant to pick up the ashes, man. We don't need no burnt bread. What's this guy doing? How do people walk around with those banners? Like, I've never gotten one of those. Is that a clan thing? Like, Guardians of the Rift, yeah, everyone's told me to do that. Everyone's told me to do that when I was training runecrafting. I think you need like a certain runecrafting skill to get to it, but yeah. Also, if your lowest skill is runecrafting, Tears of Guthix too. Tears of Guthix is good. Guardians of the Rift, though, I gotta learn how to do that. I don't think that's free to play at all, though, so we won't be doing that till later on if we do. Okay, we've been live for 2.5 hours now. I'm not going down yet, but I do need to take a small break, go to the bathroom, stuff like that. So we'll be back in a couple minutes. I'd really like to thank everyone for watching tonight, but we'll be back in a couple minutes. And we're going back to hitting the cows. We're gonna hit the cows for a little bit longer. Gotta get that 15 defense, you know what I'm saying? Bum, 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 bum. This is the first time I've ever streamed a game like old school RuneScape on this channel. We've never done a MMO or anything like that before. I think this is the perfect one to do though. Yeah, I have been killing imps when I notice them. When I get a good glimpse at them and I think about it, I've been killing them, but we haven't gotten a single bead yet. So we've gotten very unlucky with the imp drops. Definitely though, we're gonna be killing imps. I haven't been like directly chasing them, but if I see them around, I kill them. And we haven't gotten a single beat, sadly. That's the thing about imp catcher is you might get the imp beads in your first 4 imps, or you might get them in 400 imps, you know, but every time I've done it, it's taken about like 30 to 50 imps to get all the beads. And a lot of the time I'll end up getting a couple of the same bead that I already have. And if that happens, it's going to be pretty useless for us because we're an Iron Man. I mean, I think if you get one of each bead, you can get another necklace. So maybe we collect the beads. Hell yeah, hell yeah. We're getting up to 15 slowly. Slowly but surely, man. We did it with the other 2 skills. This one will be a breeze. All right. This cowhide will be good when we start crafting, for sure, for sure. I think I'd like to finish the stream off by doing Romeo and Juliet. I think that would be a nice way to end the stream. We've already gotten like quite a few of the quests done just in like less than 8 hours playing, so yeah, we've gotten most of the easy ones. I should go start Witch's Potion and find out what I'm gonna need for that. Witch's Potion will either be extremely easy or extremely difficult. It matters which items she sends us to get. Maybe I do Romeo and Juliet and I start Witch's Potion. If I'm feeling generous, I'll also do Witch's Potion right now, but I can't guarantee that. It really depends what kind of items they ask for. Bro, as if that cow's healing up faster than I'm killing it. Alright. Bro, that cow's speed running, man. I like getting the camera up and close sometimes. Makes me feel like I'm playing like an action game. Only a couple more levels and then we're done with the cows forever, potentially. We might never come back to cows again. We might have to go to chickens to get feathers for fly fishing, but probably not cows for a while. I'll kill this cow, take the bones and cowhide, and then we'll leave. Alright. In the dinosaur world... Oh, there was an imp there. There is an imp there. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Bro, you thought you could escape from me? The OG Piggy? Give me a bead. A bead, please. One bead. Bronze bolts. Oh, man. I'm not even gonna pick that up, man. I don't even think I'm gonna use a crossbow. Darn it. Here, let's kill this imp too. Please, sir, I need a bead to feed my family. I require one bead for my family. Mind talisman, I'll take that. I'll take that. Mind talisman is actually pretty good. I'm not even going to complain about that. I'll make a mind tiara out of that. Eventually. Eventually TM. Put that away. Give me 2 cooked chickens. We're starting to not need the food so much, so I'll just take 2 chickens. Alright. Training range and magic is gonna be expensive, and I'm not quite prepared for that. I think I might end up doing a bunch of rune crafting before I train magic, because if I don't have a sustainable source of runes, it's just gonna be really annoying to train. Alright. We should be able to get 15 this trip to the cows. Should being the keyword. If I really want, I could just not bank the items and just get it, but I kinda like banking the items. It's done good for us so far. Moo. I like how the cows just like they type in chat moo like. All right. I think if I don't get 15 this trip, like this bank trip, I'll just stop picking up the items and hit a couple cows to get 15. So then we can move on and do Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet, start Witch's Potion. If Witch's Potion is agreeable, then maybe we just get Witch's Potion done tonight. If Witch's Potion sends me to the ends of the earth for the items I need, then I'm gonna call it quits. I'm loving this series. This is a good series. These are the first streams I've done in a while that have been this long. I don't normally stream for this long, but when I'm playing a game like old school RuneScape, it's pretty easy to do. Like, I feel relaxed doing this. Maybe I wouldn't be saying that if I was doing like hardcore endgame PvE, but PVM I should say, but I'm definitely not doing hardcore endgame PVM right now. I can tell you that. It'd be nice to get a better shield. That might be a goal too. I'm following the guide pretty closely, so we should be prepared for anything we face, because I am like doing it as it says, so. And it seems to be pretty well thought out, at least the guide I'm following, so a lot of the stuff makes sense, you know? $227 more XP. We got this. We got this. Easy clap. Easy clap. I'm excited to see how things turn out with the series. Like, we're still like in the very beginning of it, but I'm excited to see how this turns out. I'm planning to do like literally everything on camera too, so we're gonna have to be streaming this a lot. RuneScape is not a game that respects your time. RuneScape spits on your time and punches it in the face, like. Look at this guy. He looks pretty cool. He's got the blue beard and everything. Wow. I've seen people with like pink skin before and stuff, like in like cyan colored skin. I don't know how you get that. I'd like that though. I'd like to make myself nice and colorful. Oh, 100 more XP. We got this. We got this. Easy, easy. We're gonna have to stop picking up the items though for the last couple cows. That's fine. That's fine. We're only gonna miss out on a couple items, and it's not like it's gonna be the end of the world. Makeover mage. Okay. Okay, I didn't know that. I know you can go to the place in Falador and change how your character looks, but that's just a hairstylist. I didn't even know there was a makeover mage. I imagine that's not free to play. Here, I'll look it up. Oh, they're by Falador. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure they're in free to play too. We could do that. Oh, really? There's a quest that changes you into a girl? I've never done that quest. Oh, okay. Yeah, the hairstylist does clothes and stuff, but I don't think the hairstylist does skin color. Like, I know there's a way to change your like skin color to colors like blue and cyan and green. As far as I know, you can't change your skin color at the hairstylist, but you can change pretty much everything else. You commented on my ATS video thinking it was my lie. How's it going, Sergeant Shuffle? Nice to see you. Nice. I'm glad you're here. We're playing some RuneScape. This is one of the long-term viewers. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. The more you know. Sergeant Shuffle, we gotta get you back on the YouTube grind, man. We gotta get you doing it, man. Oh, we're level 15 defense. We're good. We can leave now. We can leave now. I'm free from this immortal prison of cows, man. We got another imp here. Another chance at a bead. Yeah, I recorded another ATS video today, actually. It's funny you mention that. I've been trying to go so hard on my channel, trying to make content to please everyone. Bro, we got a bead! I needed that bead so bad, man. That's gonna help us so much later. There should be another imp up here, too. We might get another chance at a bead. Never back down, never what? Give me the yellow bead, please, or the red bead. Bucket? I mean, it's a free bucket and we can't trade, so I mean, it's better than nothing. We'll actually use it, but... Right on, right on. We're about to do another quest right now. How's your night going, though? How are all your nights going? Hope you're all doing well. You know how I'm doing. I'm doing swimmingly. I'm playing one of my favorite games for my audience. You know, it's a good time. Good time for me. I don't think we need any items for Romeo and Juliet, so we're just gonna raw dog it with a few chickens. I'll also take axe. I'll take an axe, tinderbox. We shouldn't need anything else. Go for a walk to Varrock. Very nice, very nice. A little bit of cross-country speed walking on them. Hell yeah, I appreciate it, man. That's good to hear. I've been working on my audio settings and stuff, so it's good to know they're paying off. I added a compressor, a limiter, all those sorts of things. Hopefully now you guys hear the heavy breathing a lot less often. The first couple streams on PC with my X-ray microphone, it was like, here, I'll simulate it for you. So you totally can't hear my heavy breathing right now. But yeah, no, we worked on our audio settings. Definitely. The aim of the game is to keep increasing the stream quality, right? Keep getting better and perfecting our craft. Bro, I cannot get over these stone path textures. Like, yo, Sergeant Shuffle, since you're here right now, I just want to show something off, right? Right? So you see how the game looks? This isn't vanilla. This is how the game normally looks. This is how the game looks by default, right? But I got that fancy $3,000 computer so I can turn my 20-year-old game into a real game. You know what I'm saying? You had a Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich? Holy shit, man. That's elite. I literally never thought of that. I'm actually pissed off that I never thought of that. That would be like amazing right now, dog. Too bad I don't have Pop-Tarts. I got cookies and cream ice cream, but I don't got any Pop-Tarts. Oh, where's Romeo? Where's Romeo? Romeo! Oh, where art thou, Romeo? Wait, does Romeo spawn outside her house? Is that where you find Romeo? Romeo. Excuse me, where's Romeo? Isn't he normally at the center of town? Brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tarts, bro. Bro, you're making me fucking hungry, man. You're making me hungry. I've been streaming for 3 hours. All I've had is a couple salt and vinegar chips, man. Gonna make me raid my fridge after the stream and eat half a quart of ice cream. Where the hell is Romeo, man? Excuse me? Says he's supposed to be right here. Is this affecting it? Oh, so he wanders. He's not always exactly here. He could be in the bank, or he could be in the castle area, or the general store. Romneo is not always where Romneo is supposed to be. Why is there a rummage option in a spooky cauldron? What do I take? Something smelly, something squishy, something coarse? Something spooky. Spooky egg. Excuse me? I've never had that happen before. I don't know what I'm gonna do with a spooky egg. Oh, there's Romneo. He was at the general store. He's doing a little shopping. All right, Romneo. All right. Yes. Continue talking to Romneo. Do I want to hear something crazy? I would love to hear something crazy. Tell me something crazy, man. All right, we gotta do our nice little quest. Go upstairs and talk to Julianne. All right. Now we go back down. This quest gives you literally nothing, by the way. This quest is like literally the most useless quest in the game. Literally the most useless quest. I get quest points for this, and quest points are worthless. All right. I have done this quest a lot of times, so I do not care to read. Okay. Father Lawrence. The full Nelson, the half Nelson, and the Father Nelson. Your coworker spends $300 a week on weed, man. Bro literally needs to put down the weed at that point. Like, bro would be a cajillionaire if he just stopped filling his lungs with dope, man. $300 a week is a bad habit. I feel like at that point, crack would be cheaper, man. I feel like at that point, you just move on to pills. You know what I mean? Like, $300 a week on weed, like, nah, no thank you. How do you even spend $300 a week on weed? Like, what? Excuse me? I was smoking 3.5 grams a day and I was spending like maybe $70 a week. Bro, I can't believe that. $300, bro literally works just to smoke weed, dude. Bro literally has that job for no other benefit than smoking weed. Like, bro spending $1,200 a month on weed, man. At that point, just like move on to the heroin, you know, like holy shit, like, well, yeah, he has to smoke 24/7 to be spending that much. Yeah, but what I don't understand is I was smoking every day from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed, literally as much as I could get in my lungs, and I was spending about $70 a week. Like, I don't know, man, that's insane. That's insane. Some people really go brazy on their favorite thing. Okay. Kadava berries. Those are by the lumberyard, I think, right? Southeast of Bear Rock, okay. Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, holy man, I find that like insane, man. Like, I thought my weed habit was nasty, but like, bro is on like a whole new level, man. That's like insane, man. Bro spends more than I make in a month on weed, dog, like quite literally. Bro spends like my entire like monthly paycheck on weed. At what point does he recognize he has a problem? Yeah, RuneScape is like from like technically the first version of RuneScape is from like the 90s, but this version of RuneScape is based on a save file of the game from 2007. This is old school RuneScape. There's also RuneScape 3, which is the technically the same version of the game that we played as kids, but it's been updated heavily and people don't really like that one anymore because of the microtransactions and stuff. So the company actually relaunched this version of the game, and this is a version of the game from 2007 because this was like the golden age of the game. So, and like honestly, like nowadays it's essentially its own thing. Like it's become its own golden days. Where are these Kadava berries at, man? Oh, do I gotta get them from a bush? Is that what it is? How'd this person even get in there, man? Oh, there's the bush. Perfect. Yeah, he has to make more than you if he's spending $300 a week on dope, man. Like, holy fuck, man. I don't know how he survives and pays his rent like that, man. Like, that's crazy. Bro spending rent on weed, man. For reference, my rent is $900 a month. That's how much my rent is to live in my house. Go hand them these Kadava berries, get the potion that puts Juliet to sleep. He lives at home still? Yeah, well. This guy's sounding more impressive by the minute, man. Like, I'm blown away. I bet you he tells his parents he can't afford to move out either. Like, a man said, I got something crazy to tell you, and I thought he was gonna tell me he had more mac and cheese ice cream, and no, he's telling me someone's spending like a literal fortune on weed every week, like spending more than I make in a month on weed, dog. Like, uh, bro, I wish I had cash like that, man. Well, how's he gonna move out if he spends $300 a week on weed? You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have the money. He has it for weed though. All right, now we got to talk to Romiant, and then we'll finish the quest. And then I'm gonna go start Witch's Potion, but I'm not sure we'll be able to do Witch's Potion because that has random requirements every time you do the quest. And if we get lucky, we'll be able to do it. If we get very unlucky, we will be doing it for like 3 episodes straight. Yeah, man. Hey, some of us are big dreamers, but some of us are able to turn it into reality with thousands of hours of hard work. You know what I'm saying? Some of us aren't, though. Some of us dream and they don't ever actually do any work towards getting the dream. It's okay to have big dreams, but it's like if you aren't gonna commit to them, it's pretty hard to get there. That's what the term a pipe dream comes from. I'm just gonna go through this random pipe and I'm gonna end up where I want to be, and nothing in between is gonna happen in the pipe. I'm just gonna go in one side and come out the other like Mario. All right, Romiant and Juliant complete. Very nice, very nice. Excellente. Very pleased. All right, that's 5 quest points. Isn't that the most useless quest you've ever seen? Not even a real reward. Not even a real reward, man. Now we're gonna head down to Remington and see what's going on over there. See if we can do Witch's Potion. It really do be like that sometimes, man. For sure, for sure. A lot of things in life really do be like that, but no one's gonna tell you that. We live like the world nowadays is simultaneously cruel and too cushy at the same time. Recently, I've been working on removing some of the comforts that I've grown accustomed to from my life that I feel are stopping me from growing as a person. I've been working real hard to restructure my life and really get into what I want to do. I I recently realized that we aren't gonna be here forever, and if I want what I want to get, I have to work for it, and it's not just gonna happen. The things I want in life, you know, like they aren't just gonna happen, man. And I feel like that's the same for a lot of people. But recently I've been realizing my own mortality, and you know, if we want to get places, we got to start walking there, you know? If we want to go somewhere, I'm not going to get there waiting around. It's pretty hard to go places without moving, you know? What do you got going on tonight, man? What's Sergeant Shuffle got going on in his night tonight? What's 1040 at night doing for you, man? Don't tell me that's well said, man. I'm just a random schizophrenic who spent most of his life as a drug addict and criminal. Like, I don't know nothing. But if I sound like I know something, maybe I do. Maybe I've learned from some mistakes. But that doesn't mean my path is any reason or anything like yours. Everyone needs to find their own way through life, because what may work for me may not work for you, and what works for you probably won't work for me. You really been liking that Toontown game recently, eh? Yeah, you have been. Let's see what she gets me to get. I hope these items aren't garbage. What do I need? Eye of newt, a rat's tail, and an onion, and a piece of burnt meat. Kill a rat in the house to the west. I think we got the easiest items we could have possibly gotten pretty much, so I'll get this quest done before I end the stream. We basically won the lottery on this quest, by the way. Cook meat on a fire / range. There's a range right here. That's not burnt meat. Okay. Doesn't count as burnt meat. We'll get better meat. Pick one from the field north. Here's the field. That's the onion. That's exactly how I feel about this game, man. This game is like my version of Toontown, man. Okay, let's go back to Port Sarum, and then everything we need will be in Port Sarum. We can get some coins. We can get some cooked meat. I'm having a good time playing this. I think this series was a good idea. I might finish the stream off with some skill grinding, honestly. Not sure. We'll see when we get there. We could use some more smithing and mining levels. I could just grind out a couple inventories of ore before I go to bed. Your highest level is cooking. That's so funny. Rat's tail, onion. Give me 250 coins. And, we needed a piece of burnt meat. We needed a piece of burnt meat. Let's take a couple in case we accidentally eat one so we don't have to walk back here again. I remember that Toontown game from when I was a kid, man. It was pretty cool back in the day. It was one of like the first like real MMOs, like honestly, other than like World of Warcraft and RuneScape, right? Like that was one that was like towards people our age at the time, and like I liked it. I didn't play much of it. I played World of Warcraft a lot when I was younger, but I actually didn't get into RuneScape until I was an adult, even though it was like huge when we were kids. From Betty in Port Sarum. This is Betty right here. Get ourselves an Eye of Newt. We literally got like the easiest items we could have been asked for. That's so good. That's so good. This could have been a lot worse of a mission, guys. This could have been a lot worse. We could have spent like literally we're gonna spend about 15 minutes doing this mission, but if we would have gotten like the worst possible roll, we could have been doing this for like hours, like legitimately hours. We got lucky. Got our burnt meat. We got everything we need. Perfect. When I was a kid, I remember the game, like when I was young, I remember the game that I was like really chronic about was Club Penguin, man. Club Penguin for me was like the shit for like the longest time, and I had so many other rare items from the game. Like Club Penguin was the shit, man. I miss Club Penguin. I mean, it'd be a little weird for me to play it nowadays as an adult. It's not really like RuneScape where it's marketed towards adults, but I loved Club Penguin. Alright, drink from the cauldron. Hey, hell yeah, magic XP. Level 4 magic? Wow, 4 levels? Did we get any spells? Oh. We got 1 extra spell. Alright, how do I want to end this stream? Maybe we do some wood cutting. Maybe we do some wood cutting. I'm actually going to use my teleport to Lumbridge because I'm too lazy to walk there. I am not walking to Lumbridge, boys. I refuse. Let's go to Bob's Axes. We're going to get ourselves an iron axe so we aren't starting off from nothing. One iron axe, please. Alright. Now go behind the Lumbridge Castle and cut as many trees as you can handle cutting. Our very first wood cutting levels. Well, yeah, like, let's be real. No kids even know about the tunes from the Toontown game, man. Like, it definitely, like, I don't, like, not to just put this out here there, but I feel like kids nowadays want to play stuff like Fortnite and GTA. I feel like kids nowadays don't want to play Toontown, man. Like, we did what we could with what we had, you know, but, like, let's be real, man. Like, it's... Even this that I'm playing right now, I feel like we loved it when we were kids, but like I feel like kids nowadays wouldn't play RuneScape, man. You know? Word, yeah, you were saying something like that. They made it like its own thing, yeah. They made it like its own game. Private servers and all that, yeah. I think I'll do like maybe like 4 or 5 inventories of wooden logs and then I'll probably call it a stream. Maybe we get wood cutting up to like level 10. Bro, speaking of Sims, like, The Sims was so good in, like, the Sims 2 era. Like, The Sims used to be an actual good game, and now it's just, like, it's just a way to sell DLCs. Like, it used to be something special, and, like, they turned it into garbage, man. Half the stuff that was in the base game of Sims 3, you gotta pay for now, like, triangle sandwich. Got ourselves a nice triangle sandwich. That event right there that we just did has a chance to give you one of the rarest items in the game. It's a baguette you can use as a sword. It's called the stale baguette. All right, bank our stuff, bank our stuff. I will say though, like, referring to the brain rot and not being able to handle RuneScape, RuneScape attracts a certain level of like Tylenol munching. Like, most people don't have the patience to click on trees for 2 hours, you know? Most people definitely don't have the attention span to click on trees for 2 hours, you know? I gotta think of the most efficient way to cut these trees. Min-maxing the tree cutting. We might even go a little bit above 10 wood cutting. I love RuneScape, man. This game's so relaxing. Like, how many streams do you see on Piggy's channel that go above 3 hours? You know what I mean? Not a lot. Not a lot. Not a ton of them. Bro, we're starting to get quick with it. Definitely gonna go above 10 wood cutting. Let's get some switch up on the music. Bro, this song's gonna go so hard. It's just the main theme, but a different version of it. You know, I'm feeling bold and brash tonight. I think you guys might even get a Scrandle stream after this. I think I might take a couple minutes, get some coffee in me, and I might come back with a Scrandle stream. I might come back with a Scrandle stream. I saw a lot of streamers doing Scrandle recently, and it clicked in my head. I have a PC now. I can literally just do what other streamers do. So we're gonna do some Scrandle. I can literally do whatever I want to do with my streams. I can literally do whatever I want to do. This is definitely copyright, but I could do whatever I want to do with my streams. I could do whatever I want to do with my streams now. Literally whatever I want to do with my streams now. You're watching it live in front of your eyes, doing whatever I want to do with my stream. Yeah. Just to show you I'm serious, you know? Just to show you I mean business. Four people just had to watch that, man. Four people just it's a good thing I don't get embarrassed. Right, climb down to the bottom floor. Where are we at now? We're at 10 wood cutting. I'll do one more inventory. I gotta save some energy for the Scrandle I want to do. To what left? To what left? Oh, 2 viewers left. Yeah, that'll happen when you make a really good joke sometimes. Some with the joke's so good, half your audience leaves. Yeah, their parents were watching the screen. they were their parents were letting them stay up a little bit past their bedtime, and they saw the screen and they weren't happy about it. It told them to shut that shit off. They'll be back. They're always back. Eventually. Don't forget, you're here forever. I think this will be the last inventory of logs tonight. Just so you know, that GIF is now immortalized in the middle of a fucking 4-hour at the end of a 4-hour RuneScape stream. For all of time. People will watch that like 8 years from now, and they'll leave too. Anyways. That's enough for tonight. This is the end of the second episode of the free-to-play Ironman series. These are our current stats right now after about 8 hours playing. These are our current stats. And this is our bank after 8 hours playing. Pretty impressive, right? Pretty impressive. Anyways, I really appreciate anyone who watches this, whether you watched live or you watched after when it was a VOD. But, you know, we could use view time right now. So if you want to help out the channel, watching any of our content really sends us along on our way to becoming monetized. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for being here. Bye.